Welcome back to another Pilates class. We're going to be doing a nice gentle session today. You might notice that the sound isn't as great as we have had it the last few times. I've been borrowing my lapel mic from a friend who needed it back, so just excuse us on that. We're going to start straight away with a bit of a warm-up in sitting. So find a nice comfortable position seated. Again, as you know by now, pull that buttocks away if you need to find your sitting bones. And if it's more comfortable with your legs out straight in front of you, that's also alright. Let's just start by finding some length in the spine. So really grow up a little bit taller, creating space in the spine. And feel your neck lengthen as well as your back. And draw those shoulder blades down and towards one another. So you're really just becoming aware of your posture. And gently feel that belly button drawing inwards and that pelvic floor lifting. And just keep that active as we take a few nice deep breaths in and out. Really just trying to feel a little bit of an activation in your lower abdominal the whole time, lower abdominals with that belly in and the pelvic floor lifted. And then we're just gently going to start moving. So inhale as you exhale, over to the side. And inhale back up. And exhale over to the other side. And inhale up. Again, nice and gently, just loosening up the neck. Might feel a nice stretch down the side of the neck. Or maybe you're already quite loose. Just keeping that length in the spine while your head is moving. Gonna do one more to each side. Last one, over to the other side and dropping the head forward all the way around. Going into little half neck circles from side to side. The stretch might go down your back, or perhaps just stays a bit in your neck, or perhaps you don't feel any stretch at all if you're quite supple. Just remember to keep breathing while we're warming up. You want to bring that awareness to connecting your breath with your movements. Good. Let's just go one more to each side. Nice and gently. Last one. Coming back up. And going straight into some shoulder circles. Let's go backwards first, just to open up the chest a bit. This is also a nice one to do throughout the day. Just to loosen up any tension that you may build up in your neck or in your shoulders. Good, let's just do 3 more big circles, 2 more. Last one, and then interlace your fingers behind you. Open up the chest and draw those hands away. Feeling a nice stretch across the front of your chest. Opening up those shoulders. Aware of connecting that last rib down towards the hip bone so you don't overarch the lower back. And remember not to hold your breath while you're stretching. That feels so good. Nice stretch. Gently releasing and some big circles to the front. Feeling the shoulder blade moving up and down your back. Let's just do 3 more. 2. Last one. You're going to open your arms out wide and then wrap them all the way around you like you're giving yourself a big hug. And then you're going to roll around your upper back. So you're really trying to draw your shoulder blades apart and feel a nice stretch in your upper back. You can just drop your head a little bit here so there's no strain on your neck by trying to look up. And try and breathe into your back, really feel your rib cage expand, feel your back expand with an inhale. And feel it relax with an exhale. Just going to do one more here. And gently release the arms, finding some length again. Inhale, raising the arms up, and as you exhale, you're going to reach up and over to the side. And inhale up. And exhale over to the other side. Just gently warming up the spine. Moving making our way, moving down our body, trying to warm up all the major areas that we need to, but definitely focusing on a bit of a warm up in the spine. Keep that belly button drawn in to support your back while you're moving. Good. We're going to just do one more on each side. Keep those sitting bones grounded. Last one. Still going to come up overhead, and now we're going to go into a little twist as you exhale. Opposite hand to knee, looking over that shoulder. Inhale, back up. And exhale over to the other side. And inhale up. And again, exhale, twist. Inhale up. Last one. Remember to find length. Try not to lean backwards. Inhale, coming back up to center. And exhale, release your hands to your knees. And we're just going to end a bit of the spine warm up with the cat and cow. You're going to inhale, lift your chest up towards the sky, opening up the shoulders. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, rolling back, rounding the upper back, chin to chest. And again, inhale, sit up tall on the sitting bones, lift the chest bone up, opening the shoulders. Exhale, rolling the other way, chin to chest. And again, inhale, lifting up. So trying not to arch too much in the lower back, but rather thinking of lifting the upper chest, the upper back, and rounding the body, going backwards. One more, inhale, lifting up, opening up the chest. And exhale, tuck the tailbone, rounding the back, chin to chest. Coming back up to center. Good, you're going to straighten your legs out in front of you. And you're going to slide your right leg up towards you, holding behind this thigh. And we're just going to straighten and bend this leg. So let's connect the movement with the breath. So inhale, and as you exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. And exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. So you exhale as you straighten, inhale as you bend. You want to make sure that you don't round your back. So try not to work in a rounded spine here. Try and lift up nice and tall. And if that means you can't straighten your leg all the way, then rather have a bent leg and a nice straight spine. Just going to do 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Good. And you're going to bring that leg up and hold it nice and close to you. So either hold on to the foot and the knee. Just going to rock it gently from side to side. If your hips are quite nice and open, bring that foot up into the elbow. And then again, nice straight spine. Just rocking that leg gently from side to side. Just loosening up that hip a bit, opening up all the muscles at the back of the hip. Gently place that foot down, take it away, bring the other leg up, find your sitting bones, inhale, belly button in, exhale, straighten, inhale, bend. Still keeping that length in the spine, just warming up the leg, the back of the leg. You'll feel it here in your hamstrings, I'm sure. Only straightening that leg out as far as you comfortably can. Remember, still just warming up, focusing on that activity in the lower abdominal area, that you can feel a bit of awareness there, and you're breathing. Good, last one. And then bring that foot across, again, either holding the foot and the knee here to open up the hip, otherwise bringing that foot all the way up into the elbow and rocking this leg from side to side. Good. Still keeping the length, full breathing. Just gonna do 3 more. 2 and 1. Good. Place that leg back down. And we're just gonna finish up the warm up with pointing and flexing our feet. Good. Just up and down. So try and go as far as you can with each movement. Point your toes as far as you can and then pull them back up as far as they will go, and going into some circles. Remembering here, your knees stay still, just your feet moving, not your whole leg. Reversing those circles. And relax. Now we're ready to begin. So coming up onto all fours straight away, we're going to start with our first exercise in this position. So checking that your hands are directly beneath your shoulders, knees are directly beneath your hips. Draw that belly button in and push the mat away from you. We're going to start with a little mobility exercise of our thoracic spine, which is your upper back area. So you're going to float your right fingertips up behind your right ear. Make sure you're not collapsing in the left shoulder. Belly button in as you inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to twist and open this elbow up towards the ceiling. And inhale, bring it back down. And exhale, lift and twist. And inhale, back down. And as you twist, push that left hand into the mat to help you open up a little bit more. And inhale down. So as you open, you're trying to open your rib cage up towards the sky. And inhale, come back down. Trying to keep your weight even between your knees. So as you open, try not to shift in the hips. Try and keep the hips where they are. Level, belly button in. Exhale as you open. Inhale back down. Just going to do one more. Exhale as you open. Inhale back down. Now we're going to switch sides. So place your right hand down underneath your right shoulder. Float your left hand up behind your ear. Make sure that you're not collapsing in the shoulder. Strong arm. Belly button lifted as you inhale. Exhale, open up towards the other side. And inhale back down. And exhale, open. And inhale back down. Again, use that hand on the mat to push yourself into a bigger rotation so that you can open up a little bit more. Keeping the belly button drawn in and that pelvic floor gently squeezing. Good. I'm going to just do two more. Last one. Coming back, lowering the hand back down. Going to go straight into working the legs here. So you're going to inhale, belly button in, and as you exhale, you're going to slide your right leg out to the back of your mat. In this position, make sure that your hips are square, that you haven't opened this hip up, and that you're not collapsing in the lower back. Lift that belly button up, and we're just going to lift and lower a straight leg. So you're going to inhale, belly button in, and as you exhale, you're going to lift this leg. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Thinking of connecting the last rib towards the hip bone in front of you, so that as you lift that leg, you don't collapse in the back. Shoulders are strong, lower back is strong. Actively squeeze the bum of the leg that you're lifting, and try and keep the kneecap and the toes facing down towards the ground. Good. Just going to do 3 more. 2 more. Last one, you're going to lift and hold it there. And then you're going to bend your knee, bringing your foot towards your bum. So inhale, belly button in. As you exhale, bend your knee. And then keep the leg lifted as you inhale and straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale down. And exhale, bend. Inhale down. Keeping the hips square, keeping the shoulders strong. Good. Just going to do 4 more. You might feel your supporting bum working a little bit here as well. 2 more. Good. Last one. Gently lower the leg, sliding it back down. Good, and of course we're going to do the other side. So inhale, belly button in, exhale, slide that leg away from you. The other leg now. Check that your hips are square, shoulders are strong, belly button in, and you inhale. Exhale, lift the leg, and inhale down. keeping that leg straight, just lifting and lowering a straight leg. Aware here still that your hips are still and that your lower back isn't collapsing into an arch. So think of reaching out and away from you with the tips of your toes, taking the furthest path you can with that leg. Squeezing that bum of the leg that you're lifting. Good. Gonna do 2 more. Last one, you're gonna lift and hold, and same thing, you're gonna bend the knee. So inhale, belly button in. Exhale, keep the leg where it is, just bend your knee. And inhale, straight. And exhale, bend. Inhale, straight. Trying to keep your weight equal in both your hands. Trying to keep your hips square. Not letting the lower back go. Keep activation along the front of your body. Good. Gonna just do 4 more. 3 more. Try and keep your thighs still, just moving the lower leg. 2 more. Last one. Straighten the leg, lower, and gently come back down. Sitting back on your feet and give those wrists a little bit of a circle. Good. Just going to do 1 more exercise here before we change our position up a little bit. So we're going to go into a plank, but we're going to go into a forearm plank. So you can either go from your knees or from a straight plank, but we're going to lift and lower our hips. So if you're on your knees, so first to get to your knee plank, from all fours, take a big step forward with your hand, shift your weight, and then lower your elbow down where your hand was. Then you should be in a nice straight plank here. And the exercise is going to be to lift your hips and to lower your hips. Lifting and lowering. So you make sure that you don't ever come down and collapse. If you're up on your toes, if you can be here, try and stay in a straight plank. We're going to lift up. So let's all find our plank. Inhale, belly button in, exhale, lift. So you're either on your toes or you're on your knees. Inhale, hold it, and as you exhale, lift your hips up. And inhale, come back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Keep your shoulders strong. Keep pushing the mat away from you. Remember, if you're on your knees, you can do this exercise here as well. Lifting and lowering the hips. Right as you're doing it from a straight plank. Good. Just going to do 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Gently lower onto your knees. Push yourself up. And we're going to come around to sit on our back. So bring your feet out in front of you. And check here that your feet and your knees are hip distance apart. And we're going to do a little roll down here. So bring your arms out in front of you. And the important thing is to keep your spine in a nice curve. So don't start going back with a straight back. Use the vertebra of your spine. So inhale with some length. And as you exhale, you're going to draw the belly button in. Tuck the tailbone and slowly start rolling down. And we're just going to go down halfway. Inhale, hold. Pull that belly button inwards. And as you exhale, keep a rounded spine coming up. And then inhale, find some length. And exhale, tuck the tailbone, slowly rolling back. Squeeze the pelvic floor. Inhale, hold. And exhale, coming up. Find some length. Only going down as far as you can. So inhale here, exhale, roll down. If this is as far as you can go, this is where you stay. Inhale and hold. Exhale, round back as you come up, and then find some length. And as you exhale, tuck the tailbone, rolling back. Remember, just as far as you can, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale as you hold, belly button in. Exhale, rolling up. Find some length. We're just going to do one more. Inhale, belly button in. Exhale, rolling back. Good. Inhale, hold. And exhale, coming back up. So we're going to do the same movement with the body and just add in some arms. So inhale, belly button in, and as you exhale, roll down. Just to a point where you feel comfortable, where you're not straining too much, but you can feel a little bit of work being done in your tummy. You're going to inhale here, and as you exhale, take your right arm straight up overhead, to next to your ear or behind your ear, and inhale, bring it back. Exhale, left arm goes up. Inhale, bring it back. Continue alternating your arms. If this is too much for your back, then sit up straight and do it with a straight spine. Alright, so do the one that feels good. Going to do one more on the left. And now we're going to switch arms at the same time. So take your right arm up, inhale, hold, exhale, switch, inhale, switch, exhale, switch, inhale, switch. Good. Keep switching. Keep that belly button drawn in. You should feel your tummy muscles working. You shouldn't have any pain in your back. If you do, then come up and do it here in sitting. Okay, please listen to your body. Good. Last one. Come back to center. Now we're going to take both arms up overhead at the same time. Inhale, belly button in. Exhale, take both arms up. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Inhale down. If it's very easy for you, go down further and then do it. Still not lying down flat, but lower down in your body. As long as there's no pain in your back. Remember, if it's uncomfortable, come up to seating. You can even straighten your legs out to make it more comfortable for yourself. Just doing two more. Last one. And slowly roll all the way down. Take your arms up overhead, just straighten your legs and relax. Good. I'm just gonna adjust myself on the mat. Good. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Bring your arms back alongside you, and you're gonna bend your legs one at a time, bringing your knees and feet hip distance apart with your arms alongside you, palms face downwards. We're going to start with our good old faithful heel slide. Good one to always start with in this position. Just again to make you aware of your lower back, of your pelvis, and all the things that are going on here. So inhale, belly button in, squeeze the pelvic floor. As you exhale, gently just slide the right leg out away from you, and inhale, bring it back up. And exhale, slide the other leg away from you, remembering to not let that switch in the feet allow for any movement in the pelvis, keeping your pelvis still. So if you had a spirit level resting on your hip bones, you want that bubble to stay nicely in the middle. We're just going to change it up a bit. So as you exhale, slide the leg away. Then as you inhale, you're going to lift up a straight leg and bend the leg to face the foot back down. Exhale, slide the other leg away. Inhale, lift and lower. Exhale, straighten the other leg away. Inhale, lift and lift. Still focusing on keeping your pelvis and your lower back as still as you can. So you don't want your hips to rock from side to side, but you also don't want your lower back to move between the increased arch or a flat spine. We're going to reverse it now. So you're going to straighten the leg, lower the leg, and slide it back up. Straighten your leg up into the air, drop the leg, slide it back up. So just reversing that same movement you were doing. But as you drop that leg, very much aware that you don't arch the back. So keep the pelvis still and steady. Belly button in. Good. Just going to do two more. Last and relax. Good. Gonna go straight into our hip opener. The first level, nice and simple, one you guys are also very familiar with. Inhale, belly button in, and as you exhale, letting that right leg open out towards the side. And inhale, back up. And exhale, other leg opens out towards the side. And inhale, back up. Making sure your spine is in a nice, relaxed, neutral position all the way up to your neck. Make sure you're not poking your chin out subconsciously, or that you're not aware of it. Draw the chin inwards, creating some length at the back of the neck. And then making sure that you only open that hip as far as you can without the other hip lifting. Good. Keep squeezing that pelvic floor. It's a little bit more difficult in this position. Try and keep that little gentle squeeze inside. Good. I'm going to do one more on each side. Good. You're going to move your feet and your knees together. And we're going to do the next one where both your legs move over to the same side. So inhale, belly button in, and as you exhale, you're going to go to the right and let your left foot lift up, twisting over. So your hip will lift slightly, but you don't want to arch the back, and your rib cage will stay flat. You want to check your knees that the one's not dropped far below the other. Try and keep them in line. Inhale, belly button in, come back up to center. So if you have a rolled up towel nearby, you can pop it between your knees if you like. Exhale, twist to the other side, not arching the back. Nice neutral spine, even though you're twisting. Good. We're going to exhale over to the other side. Let that left leg go with you, keeping your upper body completely relaxed on the mat. If you want to take your arms out to the sides to help you, you can. You don't want to let your whole rib cage and shoulder blade lift, so you only go as far as you can without your upper body lifting. So just twisting from your waist downwards, really drawing that belly button in to pull yourself back up to center. Last, and back up, and relax. Good. Open your feet and knees hip distance apart again, and you're going to bring your arms alongside you. We're going to just do a gentle little crunch. So you're going to inhale, belly button in, and as you exhale, you're going to lift your head, your shoulders, your rib cage, and your arms, reaching towards your ankle, and inhale gently back down. And exhale, lift, and inhale down. Trying to work through your spine, thinking of bringing that rib cage up, connecting the last rib towards the hip bone. Really trying not to let your tummy muscles dome outwards, but really focus on drawing that belly button inwards as you lift your body upwards. Just going to do 3 more. Good. 2 more. Last. Exhale, lift, and we're going to hold it here. Inhale, belly button in. Exhale, reach over towards your right ankle. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale towards the left. Inhale, center. So side to side movement with your upper body, keeping that belly button drawn inwards. If your neck struggles, then hold your head and just move the whole upper body from side to side, keeping that belly button drawn in. Good. Gonna just do 1 more on each side, right and left, coming back to center, slowly rolling down and Good, just take your head from side to side. Maybe you're carrying a little bit of tension in your neck there. Good, coming back up to center. We're going to lift back up into our abdominal prep crunch. So you're going to inhale, belly button in, and as you exhale, lifting back up into a little crunch. And we're going to do the same thing we did earlier with our arms. So just lift up your right arm up overhead and inhale back down. The left arm up, inhale back down. Trying to stay lifted up in your crunch with that belly button drawn inwards. If your neck is too sore, lower the upper body and then just move your arm. And now we're going to lift the right arm and we're going to switch. Inhale, belly button in. Exhale, switch. Inhale, switch. And exhale, switch. Inhale, switch. So if you can manage to stay up in that crunch, then make sure that that belly button is drawn inwards and your pelvic floor is squeezing. We're going to go into both arms, so take your left arm up to meet the right. Inhale, back down. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. Again, you can do this with your body flat if you need to, if your neck is struggling. Otherwise, in the crunch, just going to do 3 more, 2 more. Last one. Come back with the arms, gently lower the body and relax. Good, guys. Well done. Again, just moving the head a little bit. Releasing the neck. If it may be a little bit tight, you can even give yourself a little squeeze, a little massage up along these muscles of your neck. If they're ever feeling a little bit tight. And relax. Good. Bring your arms back alongside you. You're going to inhale, belly button in, and as you exhale, you're going to lift your one leg up into a single tabletop and inhale gently back down. And exhale, lift the left leg up and inhale gently down. Good. Alternating side to side, making sure again of those hips, thinking of that spirit level again. Resting on your pelvis, keeping that bubble nicely centered in the middle, and also aware of what's happening in your lower back. So no arch of the lower, increased arch. You'll have your neutral arch, your natural arch of your neutral spine, of course. But as you lift all over the leg, you don't want to drop the pelvis forward and make your back go into an increased arch. Good. I'm going to just do 1 more on each side. Really focusing on keeping that belly button drawn inwards and keeping the pelvic floor active. Finishing off on the left. You're going to take your arms up overhead and we're going to add a little crunch with the movement of our legs at the same time. So you're going to inhale, belly button in, and as you exhale, you're going to lift your right leg, come up into a crunch. Inhale, lower the leg, take the arms back up overhead, lowering the body. And again, left leg. Exhale, crunch, and inhale down. And again, just alternating side to side. And as you take those arms up overhead, making sure that your rib cage doesn't flare outwards, that you don't increase that arch in the back. So keep that rib cage melted down on the mat. And as you lift the body, you want to make sure that your lower abdominals don't dome outwards. Keep that belly button drawn inwards. Good. We're going to do 1 more on each side where we're going to hold. So lift up on the right and hold, and we're going to just pulse the arms up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2. Keep breathing. Make sure you don't hold the breath in. 3, 4, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the leg, take the arms back up overhead, coming back up on the left into your crunch and pulsing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2. Belly button drawn inwards, shoulders away from the ears. 3. Keep breathing. 4. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently lower the legs, take the arms up overhead and relax. Good. We're going to roll over onto our bellies. So roll over onto your tummy. And we're going to work our bum muscles a little bit here. So you can relax with your forehead on your hands in front of you. And then just think of tucking your chin slightly so that there's length along the back of your neck. I'm just going to lift up a bit so that you can hear me properly. So make sure here that you lengthen out of the tailbone. So send that tailbone to the back of the room and then lift that belly button up off the mat. So really draw that belly button in towards the spine. You're going to inhale, and as you exhale, lifting the right leg up. And inhale down. And exhale, left leg up. And inhale down. And I really want you to focus on squeezing your bum as you lift that leg. So really squeeze that bum of the leg that you're lifting before you even lift it. So squeeze and then lift and keep it squeezing. And think of sending this tailbone to the back of the room. Good. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze that bum. Good. Gonna just do one more on each side. And now we're going to do both legs at the same time. So very important here to think of connecting that last rib down towards the hip bone in front of you, so the movement doesn't come from the lower back but rather from squeezing the bum to lift up the leg. Inhale, belly button in, and exhale, lift both legs. And inhale down. And exhale, lift. And inhale down. Shoulders away from the ears. Really squeeze your legs as straight as you can. So squeeze by the knees so the knees are straight, and squeeze by the bum to lift the legs up, sending that tailbone to the back of the room. Good. Gonna just do 4 more. If it's too much for your back, then go back to alternating. 3 more. 2 more. Last one, we're going to lift and hold. So lift and keep breathing. Squeeze your bum, belly button, lift it up. We're going to hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently relax. Good. Bring your hands next to your rib cage. Push yourself slowly and gently all the way back. To come and sit on your heels if you can. And if your head reaches the mat, just gently relax it there. You're going to walk your hands over to the left as we move over into our cool down. Keep that right side grounded, feeling a nice stretch down the right side of the body. Coming back to center as you inhale, and exhale, walking the hands over to the right. Again, grounding down through the left side of the body. Left bum rather, feeling a nice stretch on the left. Coming back to center. Then slowly walk your hands back to lift yourself back up. And we're going to just stretch out the hips a little bit, which is always quite necessary and quite needed in most bodies. So you're going to take a big step forward with the one leg, And you're going to just let your hips sink forwards. Making sure here that your knee is in line with that ankle. If your ankle is behind your knee, then come out of the stretch and take your foot a little bit further forward. Make sure this back hip faces forward. And if you want to increase the stretch here a little bit, think of tucking the tailbone a bit. You should feel a little more stretch over here in the front. Gently pushing back, and we're going to switch sides. Other leg comes forward again. Make sure you take a big enough step forward so that when you take your hips forward, that your knee doesn't override that ankle. So your knee is in line with the ankle. And again, think of tucking the tailbone slightly so you feel an increased stretch in the hip. Still keeping length in the spine. Remembering not to hold your breath. Gently pushing back. Good. Coming to sit on your bum. Bring the soles of your feet together. And gently let the hips, or rather the knees, fall out to the side, opening up the hips. Good. If this feels comfortable, just gently lean forward. Otherwise, if it's a bit too much, then just stay sitting up straight. No problem. Remembering to keep breathing. Like you'll stretch in your inner thigh a little bit. Maybe a bit more in the hips. Gently coming up, opening the legs out wide. And again, either just stay sitting up tall here. Otherwise, if you can, walk your hands forwards. Try and keep length in the spine, so try not to go down into a rounded spine to get closer to the floor. Rather think of lifting up the chest. And keep breathing. Coming back up, and we're going to cross the legs, or rather cross one leg over the other. So bring your one foot in next to your bum and cross the other leg up and over. If this is a bit too uncomfortable, straighten this bottom leg out away from you. Alright, but you need to have both your sitting bones flat on the ground. So choose the one that allows that. Then you're going to grab hold of your knee with your opposite hand and twist towards that knee, tenting your fingers behind you. Drawing this knee inward, so you should feel a bit of a stretch in the bum over here. And just keep breathing and lengthening. Gently coming out, and we're going to do side. So switch legs again. Remember, if you can't keep both sitting bones flat, then uncross that bottom leg. And then draw the knee towards you with your opposite arm, twisting towards that lifted leg. Again, remembering not to lean backwards. Gently relax, coming back to center. So whatever is comfortable for you with your legs, whether it's legs crossed or legs out straight in front of you. You're going to inhale, raise the arms, and exhale, coming over to the side. shoulders away from the ears. Think of opening that rib cage up towards the sky. Inhale, coming back up. And exhale over to the other side. Inhale, coming back up. And our last stretch, take the hands behind you. Open up the shoulders as we did in the beginning of the class. Just opening up the chest. Just breathing. Remembering still, just draw that belly button in so your lower back doesn't arch too much. And gently relax. Good, well done guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And we will see you on the mat later in the week. Thank you. Oh, you're a bit too late, Yoshimi. You missed your cue. Oopsie, careful.